thanks for clicking onto my channel today. This is Cooking with Sasha China. Yes, got a new apron on, got it today. What do you reckon? I think it's a little bit low, but anyway, hey ho. I keep trying to pull it up so you guys can see it. Oh, now it looks like a bib. Alrighty, so today I'm going to show you how I do chicken coq au vin. Yes, it's a French dish, and the typical French way, or the old French way, was actually to do it with a rooster. So it's basically chicken in a red wine, mushroom and onion sauce. Everything that Kevin does not like. But still, anyway, we're going to do it today. So the first things you're going to need is obviously your chicken. You're going to need to season those. Salt and pepper just in there. You're going to need some bacon or pancetta if you can get it. If not, then just normal good old bacon would do. Chop that up nicely. You need some carrots as well. I'm just using the frozen one there. You're going to need some onions and garlic chopped up. I'm using red. You can use white if you want. I'm also going to put in some tomatoes there. A couple of bay leaves. If you got fresh, by all means use fresh. I've only got dry. Some thyme. Again, I'm just using the dried one. And some fresh leaf parsley there as well. You're also going to need some red wine. Now, you can use any type of red wine you want, or any type of red wine that you actually like and enjoy drinking. This is just the Echo's Full Merlot one. Sorry, excuse me. And some chicken stock as well. I'm also going to put in a courgette, a zucchini into it as well, just to bulk it up with a bit more veg. And obviously I've got my mushrooms there. I have, however, done them really quite big, as you can see, only because then it's a lot easier for His Majesty to pick out of his food, because he won't eat them. Alrighty, so the first thing we're going to want to do is get our pot on with a tiny bit of olive oil. So obviously we're going to cook off the bacon now. We're going to do the majority of the prep and the browning in this pot here, in that one on the stove. And then we're going to transfer it all into your Dutch oven casserole dish. Bada bing, bada boom. And that's going to go into the oven there. My oven is preheating. It is at about 180 and it's been preheating. This is ready to go, and we're now going to add in the bacon. I'm going to move the camera over here so you can see. Bear with me. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is actually brown off the bacon or pancetta. My pot here is ready to go. I'm going to brown that off nicely. So put that there, put that in the sink there. So while that's cooking away, I'm going to get my chicken on the side ready. I'm going to pop this on this side over here. I've also got a bowl here ready to pop the bits of bacon in when ready. And yeah, we're going to let that cook off now. Okay, so once you've got the bacon all nice and crisped up, take it off the heat for a wee second. And now what you're going to do is get the bacon. So I did have it in a dish before. I've now decided to put it onto a plate. With a slotted spoon, just get your bacon and pop it onto the plate. We're going to save that for later. The reason why I'm saying with a silver spoon, because we're now going to brown off the chicken. So just a mention, you can marinate your chicken for about 2 hours or overnight if you wanted to. Some people do it in red wine, and some people even do it in red wine and beetroot juice as well to really marinate and get those flavours in there. I, however, tend not to really do that. I just like to brown it off and go from there. So what you're going to do now, that's where the concentrate, couldn't see inside my unorganised drawer. Usually is, but this time it's not. So we're going to use the same fat that the bacon was cooking off in, and now we're going to do this in batches. We're going to brown the chicken off, skin side down, as you guys know. So again, to reiterate, in here we've got salt and pepper, that's it. So we'll probably just do it like that. There we go. And then once done, what we're going to do is pop it all onto our plate. Yeah, so we're just going to brown these off for now. Try and do it so my arm doesn't get in the way. Okay, so the first batch I've browned off. The second batch is currently in here now, as you can probably see. Oh no, the screen kind of got. You see it? Yeah. So we're browning these off now. Looking good and smelling amazing. Okay, so our chicken is all browned. Obviously, we're not cooking it off now. We're literally just browning it. Okay, so still keeping with the pot, we're now going to add in our carrots. So I know that maybe a few people are going to be wondering why I'm doing it in this pot and transferring it to the other pot, because yeah, you're going to be losing the flavour, but after I'm going to show you how I deglaze the pan. So we've got the carrots in there, onions and garlic, all in there as well now. In the sink. And put that in there. And we're just going to let that fry off now. Try and break. Obviously, if you're using fresh vegetables, for fresh carrots, even you can put in other vegetables if you want. I am today. I'm using a zucchini, courgette. So we're going to let those sweat down now. Put the lid on and let it sweat out. Okay, so the carrots, onion and garlic have been cooking off. Obviously, what you don't want to do is cook off the garlic too much, because the garlic gets really bitter if you cook it, well, for too long. So what you're going to do now, so normally in most recipes when it comes to Coq Au Vin, at this stage you will add in some cognac. I'm not going to, because you need that to deglaze the pan. I'm going to use a wee bit of chicken stock just to pour that in, like that. I'm going to stir that around, and that, you can already tell that that's taking off all the flavour and everything off the bottom. So that's all in there like that, looking lovely. I'm now going to add in my zucchini, courgettes. I'm going to add this in now. Again, this isn't part of the normal recipe of Coq Au Vin, but I just wanted to do it today. Mix those in there like that. So it's going to be quite a vegetable fit. Well, not really. It's just somewhat two vegetables. So we've got those in there now. And then afterwards, we're going to let that cook for a little bit longer. I'm then going to add in the red wine and the chicken. Okay, so the courgettes, carrots, onions and garlics have cooked down quite a bit now. And the wee bit of chicken stock that's in there. So now what we're going to do, we are going to add in the chicken and the bacon again. So just throw those in. Like that. And it's really not going to make sense to you guys, because I'm literally going to put it in here and then transfer it to another bowl. And I know I'm going to get some comments saying, well, what's the point in doing that? I don't know if you guys will watch it. Make sure as well you get all the juices that have come off there, because that's all flavour. And I understand, yeah, we're going to move it from one pot to the other. Blah, blah, blah. Yep. It's going to happen. So, I mean, what I really could do is just cook it in this on the hob. But, you know, my oven has been preheating. So now time for the wine. Hello, best bit. We're going to put the whole bottle in there. Oh, it's such a shame. Nah, it's alright. It's only a small bottle. Put that in there, like so. We got our chicken stock, which I did have about 400 mils in there. Throw that in like that. And our tomatoes, throw those in like that as well. At this point now, you're going to want to also add in your thyme and fresh leaf parsley and your bay leaves. But like I said, I'm actually going to transfer it to another pot. So I'm just going to let this sit for a couple of minutes like this in here. And then I'm going to transfer it all into my Dutch oven, casserole dish. I've lost the lid, whatever you want to call it. Alrighty. Okay, so I've let that sit on the hob for about a couple of minutes now. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to get my casserole Dutch oven dish ready. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put in some of the dried thyme at the bottom, like that. Some of the fresh leaf parsley in the bottom like that. I'm going to put 2 of the bay leaves at the bottom, so as you can see. And I'm going to transfer everything from this pot into this pot and then pop it into my preheated oven. Okay, so as you can see, I've now transferred everything into my Dutch oven. That's actually quite hot, don't touch it. So I've got the rest of the dried thyme here and the rest of the dry flat leaf parsley here. I'm going to pop that all on the top and put in my last bay leaf in there as well and pop that in the oven for about an hour. So during that hour, what I'm going to do, I'm going to fry off the onions and then add that in as well, but we'll come to that when we do. So the next bit to do now is melt some butter and add in the mushrooms. Okay, so I've browned off the mushrooms. So normally now what you would do is add in the mushrooms into the coq au vin, but like I said, only one of us in this household actually likes mushrooms, so I'm gonna actually serve them separately for myself. Alrighty, and we are ready to plate up. Okay, and we are finally ready to eat. So obviously, as you guys can see, I have plated it with a side of mash. So there is the coq au vin bubbling away and it smells absolutely amazing. And like I said before, I'm actually going to serve the mushrooms separate because someone doesn't like it. And yes, there you go. You can see my apron on the side as well. Anyway, guys, thanks for clicking onto my channel today. This is Cooking with Sasha China. And today it was a video on how I do chicken coq au vin. All right, guys, see you in my next one. Bye now.